I'll find it. The age.
All right. We have our youngest age group going through the walkthrough right now. Coach Gavin is going to be our walkthrougher currently. Um, just a little note for our competition here. It is a full comp course setup, which basically means the kids will continue to walk through the course as even after they fail. And each obstacle that is failed, the more times it is failed, the more points that obstacle will be worth for future runs. So if a kid says fails a easier obstacle and then gets the harder obstacle, that harder obstacle will be worth more points than the easier obstacle. We're just going to tune into Coach Gavin right now as he's slowly explaining his prerequisites, and then we will get right into the course. I am joined by John over here. We will be your co-commentators for today, and we are looking forward to having a great stream.
Yeah, I think the kids are excited, and this group is kids and mature kids. So that's 6 to 8 and 9 to 10. So
Male and female together, although they are bracketed separately. A lot of good kids in this age group, seeing a lot of our Skyhook team kids, seeing some kids from Life Force. Very excited to see all of them run. And even some returning kids that haven't been in this style or competition for a long time, actually.
yeah, I think it's really neat that the sport of ninja is relatively new, and these kids are right at the beginning, and I'm sure over time they're going to develop tremendous, body control skills by starting out at competitions like this.
Exactly. A lot of them have been doing ninja for most of their lives already, and they are hoping to just continue through that for the next 5, 10 years, and it's going to be really fun to see them grow. Um, just waiting for Gavin to start the actual walkthrough now, and we will get on right to that.
Yeah, I'm sure for some of these kids, it could be their first competition, and so I'm sure the nerves are jumpy a little bit, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure they're a little bit nervous. But I think if they're able to focus some of that nervous energy into a productive effort, I think they'll have a great time.
100%. First competitions are extremely scary. I can tell you that from experience. But once you just get on the course, those nerves just they disappear, and you're just there to have fun. That's what we hope to aim here at Skyhook Ninja Fitness. Just make sure you guys have fun. This course is teamed towards beginners just a little bit. Not to say it's going to be a super pushover course. It still should be hard, just a little bit. But yeah, we're really hoping to just get everything going and hopefully see some great runs today from these kids.
Yeah, I'm sure some of the parents are, perhaps they're even more nervous
Oh, definitely.
than the actual ninjas. But it looks like Gavin was explaining some of the rules related to landing and starting pads and making sure your feet land, past the clearance of the landing platform.
And when it comes to WNL competitions or just any competition in general, it is very important that you do not touch any of the obstacles before it is your time to run, as unfortunately that can, in some cases, disqualify you. So I'm sure he's very much emphasizing that right now. Unfortunately, we can't exactly hear him currently, but this is our best guess, which we are fine with.
Yeah, and so for the viewers, that's, you bring up an interesting point is that many times people think, oh, you get to test and try out the obstacles beforehand, and that's not the case. And
Mm-hmm.
so when you go through these walkthrough, as you pointed out, you're not allowed to, put your foot on the obstacle or to reach your hand to grab it to kind of give you what might give you an unfair advantage because this particular obstacle or part of
Correct.
the obstacle moves a certain way. And so you need to be careful not to interact with the obstacle.
And as a gym, we have to actually change out our entire rigs because we don't want to give our own kids an advantage. We want to be as fair as possible for all contestants involved, and that usually means spending late nights getting everything changed out. I can personally speak to. I was here till 2 a.m. last night helping to change all of this stuff out, and I am very excited to see how these kids tackle the course.
Well, your energy's amazing for 2 a.m. I left at midnight, and I thought that was late,
Oh
but
yeah.
2 a.m., wow. But yeah, to your point that the ninjas here, even the Skyhook ninjas, have not seen these obstacles at all before. So everybody that you see on your screen, they're seeing the particular obstacles that have been set up for this competition for the very first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our rings and stuff, like a few of those normal obstacles, like you can kind of uh, touch and feel a little bit. Like some of our kids will probably know how those rings feel a little bit, but that's about as much as they're going to get out of this because all the obstacles are configured in a way that's brand new. It seems like Coach Gavin is moving on to the first obstacle right now, which is our rope bridge. The starting platform is going to be right on top of there, and their first obstacle is going to be getting onto our giant anaconda rope and then coming right through it. It looks pretty simple, but I can tell you from experience it's actually just a little hard because it really likes to move. We can switch over to a start cam real quick and kind of see Coach Gavin up there right now.
So as you can see, that platform, the starting platform, is about what you'd say
8 feet off the ground.
off the ground. So if you are a little bit uncomfortable with heights, and I can personally attest to that, sometimes heights gives me a little of the nervousness. So hopefully these kids will be able to handle that. But for the viewers at home, keep that in mind. They're starting off at a very high height, making it down, and it looks like Gavin is showing some
simple ways to do it.
How the obstacle works.
And the great thing about this obstacle is that you can use the wall for those lower age groups. You can definitely balance yourself a little bit more on it. A big concern of ours last night was actually getting the kids down from the start platform onto the anaconda, as there is a small little gap in it, and we had to work through that. And I think we came up with a pretty good solution of just having some climbing holds there. Moving on to the second obstacle now, you're going to go down the warped wall, and there is a small little balance line there, as the obstacle is aptly named Balance Line.
Right. Climbing down the lower portion of the warp wall, and you can see a glimpse of the beginning of the balance line.
Well, it's basically just a few beams and then a few elevated beams put together. It's not the hardest obstacle in the world, but it can trip up some of our younger competitors who may not have the balance experience that our older competitors have. But I am quite excited to see some of them go through this because I have a feeling everyone's going to tackle this one differently. Gavin just explaining as he's going through it right now. Not much really to say here about this one, as it is a very straightforward obstacle. Yes, very, very important to mention. There is a black block that Coach Gavin is standing on right now. A little too high to see it currently, but it is the only thing that is off on this part of the course. I hope... What?
He's about to give a demo.
Yes, he'll give his demonstration right now. Pretty simple. Going straight up our beam, slightly elevated, not allowed to touch that black beam, and there is another one right off to the side.
So the rectangular wood blocks are off. The
Correct.
metal bars are on.
Yes.
But not the base rectangular blocks.
Moving on now to our third obstacle right after he answers some questions. It's going to be the rolling donuts. Very interesting obstacle. We've put some donut halves on our rolling log, and I think it's actually made it easier, but it's a very different feeling because you're going to keep rolling a little more than you would normally on the rolling log, but you're going to be stopped by those donut halves hitting the ground. So there's going to be a small little shock in your foot, and I think our competitors are going to have an interesting time getting used to that as they are running the course.
Yeah, and then before you hit the rolling donuts, the course setters, and I should mention this particular course was set up by Vida Quid Beta and Alex Miles Barros, and they are this is their first course that they've designed, and they wanted it to be fun and challenging and geared towards the beginning to intermediate skill level ninjas.
Mm-hmm. We've followed them throughout this entire course building process so far, and I think they have achieved mostly of what they wanted to do. And all that's really left to do now is just to kind of see the kids run it, and hopefully that their vision will be complete, as it will be hopefully an easier course. Later in the day, the course is going to get a little bit harder for our other age groups. We can see Coach Gavin running it right now. As he steps on those donuts, they're going to move just very slightly, but as they hit the ground, they stop completely. Pretty simple. Moving on now to our monkeys run obstacle. It's our monkey space that's been in our gym for a while. Pretty simple obstacle, just getting from one end of the monkey space to the other with a few forced moves. John, what are you most excited to see from our competitors today?
Really, just I think how they're gonna each ninja approaches each obstacle. What's their determination, and all of these obstacles have their own challenges. And I know when I'm out on the course, what may appear easy actually is difficult once you encounter it. You're out there. For instance, as Gavin is about to go through this monkey run, there's a spinning wheel right there, right above Gavin's head. And for some ninjas, you can end up spinning on that in so-called no man's land, and it can be dangerous and difficult to overcome. But hopefully these ninjas will have the determination and grit to overcome this.
Agreed. Hip control is a very big part of this obstacle because you're swinging right from that giant swinging panel onto a block, which they're going to transfer into a wall run around to that black bar right there where they're swinging around once more. I believe Coach Gavin's going to demonstrate this real quick. It looks pretty simple on a screen, but it's actually probably one of our harder obstacles solely because of that spinning wheel. I'm not going to get the best angle for this right now, but that's fine because as we come around, you'll see where he just landed. Getting a small forced move, just jumping over to the black bar and down onto a platform right there.
Yeah, and it looks like you can't see it on the screen, but it appears that there is a ring behind the spinning wheel, which hopefully the ninjas will use to traverse through and onto.
Correct. And that ring will be removed later for our more elite age groups. Stick around until tonight at around like 6 p.m.-ish where our elites will be running, and it'll be almost an entirely different course with how many modifications they'll have to make it harder. It's going to be really cool to see. Moving on to the Indiana Jones right now, starting with a really nice bar precision. The ninjas are actually not allowed, or actually for this age division, they are allowed to use their hands to get up to there, but in our later ones, they will not be allowed to use their hands on the black bar. Coming right over to our rings, just going across those pretty simply, and then from a rope to a pad. It's definitely a harder obstacle in this course, just because of the sheer height. Some of our ninjas are a little on the smaller side, and I'm hoping they do not get a little freaked out by this, but I think most of them will be just fine.
Yeah, I think this is a really fun obstacle. If the ninjas really like to climb, this is the perfect one for them. It involves climbing, swinging, a lot of different elements.
Yeah.
And there's a little tricky part here where you grab the rope, and why don't you give your thoughts on the technique that you saw that Gavin did?
Yeah, so when you're swinging from a rope and a ring, you really got to make sure you're swinging your hips side to side a lot to generate that momentum, as one of your hands is completely vertical and you can't really use that to gain your momentum. So for our younger age divisions, you're probably going to see a lot of straight hands completely and just kind of kicking. Our landing pad is quite far forward, so they're not going to need to swing that much. But just that little bit of swing should be able to get them to that platform, and Gavin even moved it forward just a little bit more right there.
And then I don't know if you can see on the screen, is that ring to the rope, it's set off at a slightly
Yes, it's at a slight angle.
A slight angle. And for viewers out there, when you're out on a course and a particular ring to another ring is not lined up, it can throw you off sometimes where your body weight is carried to a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
We're now on to the Lachey line, right?
Correct. For our younger age divisions, there's a lot of hanging stuff there, so it's not entirely Lachey's anymore, but that is our name of the obstacle. You'll see later in the line that it just becomes straight Lachey's. The most straightforward obstacle of the day, it is just ring to bar to other bar. and back to a ring and to our floating bar. Very simple obstacle, basically just some advanced monkey bars. Moving right along this to our favorite obstacle of the day, the Dragon's Teeth. We have some rings hanging down from there for our younger age divisions, but later in the day you're going to get to see some hooks and the talons hopping up those spikes on top, and I'm very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, they're getting Gavin's getting a few questions here. Looks like they're questions related to the trampoline.
Yes, the trampoline is it's a little hard to know because the blue pads on that you see on the sides of the trampoline are always off. And sometimes if you're going fast, you might accidentally touch them. And I'm sure as the kids are wondering that if you just touch it, are you fully done with that obstacle, or if incidentals are fine. I think usually we say incidentals are fine as long as it's not like a giant slam on to the blue, but we'll see throughout the day if Gavin is as lax as we are on that.
Right, and as you go through these walkthroughs, the ninjas are often, in their mind, trying to figure out, what is there going to be their approach. Or, in the ninja world, it's the beta. What is the technique that is the most effective, that is going to allow you to, clear that particular obstacle. And I'm sure for these younger ninjas, they're wondering, can I touch this? Can I not touch that? And so it's a good time to, raise those type of questions so that you don't run afoul during your run.
Exactly. In walkthroughs, there are no stupid questions. Every question is valid in its own way, because all you're trying to do is make sure that you're not going to get disqualified. Once you come right over that, you're on to our next obstacle, which is the floating cubes. Our younger competitors might have a little bit of a harder time getting up to the floating cube, so we have installed a orange octagon over there. A little far away to see it just now, but hopefully we can get a little bit closer to that. The floating cubes are going to be another really straightforward obstacle. It's just two cubes that you can kind of see hanging over there with the orange and tan holds on them. Just kind of going through them, hanging, and then there is a small dismount platform. Our shortest obstacle of the day by far, as it's only two little things. But I hope it won't pose too much of a challenge for the ninjas, as it is only attached by 2 points. It is very wobbly. As you see, Gavin coming up right now to the orange octagon. I'm going to try to get a little closer here. So you're going to be swinging from the cliffhanger right there over to our hanging blocks, dismounting perfectly onto the blue pad right there. And we're going to be coming over from the blue pad straight to our under-over. This obstacle is really interesting as we have a head-hitting pad hanging down just a little bit. Really soft pad that the competitors are going to have to duck under a little bit. Now, most of these competitors are quite on the smaller side, so I don't think they'll have any problem getting under it. But you're going to be going straight up from that to a small little lachey over a black block that they're not allowed to touch. Hence the name, the under-over. Gavin just getting a few more questions right here. They're asking if they can use the spider wall to kind of brace themselves. I don't see any problem in that. They should be able to use it. I don't think it's going to help very much, but, no question is a stupid question as long as they don't get disqualified. Moving on now to our under-over. You got the attack block right there. As you can see, that red pad is what I was talking about, where you're not going to be able to hit it.
Looks like hands are on, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
And also, I think the pull as well. Hands on the pull.
Yeah, since our younger competitors are a lot on the smaller side, they have a lot of givens that they can use to help them get up to stuff. As long as they're not actively touching our hanging trussing there, we are pretty lax on what they can use to get up. The pad is a little far forward for them. They might have a little bit of trouble getting up there, but Coach Gavin's going to show them how to do it real quick. Just going straight up and over the block. They might be able to touch it on this one. No, they're not. All right, they can just have to go straight over it, just like all the other age groups.
Right, so they're not allowed to touch the red rectangular padding.
Correct. And that big black block right there as well. So you have to kind of thread the needle, which shouldn't be too hard, but we will see as the plays dictate.
I think she's asking about the reach from. I think that ninja is asking about the reach. Let's see.
Sydney Foot is one of our team kids here. One of our better team kids. It is on the shorter side, as is most of these. I would be concerned for her about the reach there. We might move something over there to help them get up just a little bit, because Sydney's not actually even our shortest competitor competing today, and I would be a little concerned about a height issue getting up to there. Gavin seems to just be putting the block down like that. That might help them. I'm not quite sure. We'll just see if that gets changed before the start of the run at all. Just some last minute little course changes here, as I believe most of our competitors are a lot smaller than we were originally anticipating. Overall, though, I believe that this is going to just going to be the right choice, whatever Gavin dictates, as he does have a lot of experience in this field.
Yeah, I think this particular obstacle is generating a few questions, but I think we're moving on. Oh, no question from that ninja.
Nope. All right, moving on to our 10th and second to final obstacle, the Mega Swing. We have attached a ring to this Skyhook trussing right there. It's a huge swing, but the ring should hopefully make it a little easier for our smaller ninjas. I believe they're going to start on that green platform right there, and they're just going to swing past a line. You'll see this obstacle evolve throughout the day to get even harder. But for our first age group here, it's basically just a zip line. As you see Gavin coming straight through, going past the line. Can't really see it right now, but there is a panel mat right there that is the landing platform. It's only about an 8-foot gap right there, so should be pretty doable for most of our ninjas. Not sure if Gavin's taking off that ring permanently for the ninjas or if he's fixing something.
Well, I'm wondering if is it for tier 1
Maybe.
versus tier 2. And that's what you're going to see throughout the day is different modifications on the same particular obstacle to accommodate the skill level of the different tiers.
Yeah, our ninjas are split up into 4 different sections. You have females tier 1 and tier 2, and males tier 1 and tier 2. Tier 1 is basically the elite version of tier 2. All the obstacles are going to be harder, but that also gives us some more free reign to make them fun and interesting. Tier 2 is more of your beginners, like first, second competition type of vibe, where you're just kind of here to have fun and not really compete as much, which is totally valid and fair. Most people like to enjoy Ninja a little more on the free side. I believe that is our older kid tier 1 version for our later age groups that will be going. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that is what it is for.
Yeah, it looks that Gavin is demonstrating the different modifications for the mega swing, and that certainly would be harder than the first demonstration that he did.
over to now, as our other camera seems to be gone currently. Yeah, and we're just gonna wait here for just a little bit while we get the all clear to start running our competitors. Just gonna throw up a quick little graphic about the full course right over here for anyone who is curious. And yeah, we will get back to you as soon as our cameras are linked back up. back here with our first runner is going to be Carden Riggs. He is a Skyhook member. I'm going to be making his way up to the start platform really quick. Unfortunately, luck of the draw, he's going first. I know some people like that, some people don't like that. Don't really know how Carden is going to feel about that. What do you think about that, John?
Yeah, being first sometimes is a disadvantage because you don't get a chance to see others make a mistake and learn from those mistakes. But for those joining online, what you're seeing is the starting platform of the rope bridge, and you can't tell from that screenshot that it's about 8 feet high, and so you'll see the ninjas climb up on those yellow holds and start their first obstacle.
Exactly. I'm expecting to see some good runs today. I know a lot of the people in the run list right now, if we want to just flash that over just real quick with our run order right here. Carden is actually running up right now, so back really quick all the way up there. And as soon as we get ready, we're going to get our follow cam over there in just a second while he's ready to run. Competitors are allowed. Competitors are not allowed to touch the rope until the actual time starts. So you just got to be careful of that. Probably why he's in a crisscross right now. Our camera's getting in position right now, and we should be off in just a second.
So there's a time limit of, 5 minutes for this run at this level. Again, the kids are between the ages of 6 and 8. Also, mature kids 9 and 10. So you'll see a different age range of ninjas in this wave.
Yes, we wanted to be really generous with our time limit right now because since it is a beginner's geared course, we're fine if they take a little bit slower time. Later in the day, you'll see that time limit decrease down to 4 minutes. Oh, and he's off right now, coming right through the rope bridge. Very effortlessly done, using the wall just a little bit.
Cleared. Nice.
Very nice clear. Going right down.
To the balance line.
Making quick work of that as we expected. Going all the way over and down. I want to see how he takes down the donut run real quick. Effortlessly. Very nicely done. Making quick work of this course. Already only down 30 seconds, and he's on obstacle 4.
The monkey run.
Yes.
From the wing now, let's see him tackle the spinning wheel.
This is going to be where a lot of the ninjas get tripped up. What he's going to want to do here is... he's able to just reach it before. If you get stuck on that spinning wheel, though, you're going to want to grab both sides of it to try and coordinate your swing better. But he was able to just swing around and reach right out for that ring. Going right over now to the black bar, just going to try and swing around. Very nicely done. Able to grab it effortlessly. Up to the Indiana Jones now.
Climbing that mountain.
Exactly. Going right over to the rings. These rings are not that far. However, for our smaller competitors, they are quite a bit farther than you would expect. Having to take multiple swings per ring there. Except for this last one. Able to just barely make it. Going to see him come over to a rope.
So now I think he wants to try to line up. Oh.
Might want to go back to that other ring or try to get some more swing going. Really going to have to kick there. Barely misses it. Unfortunate, but still going to be able to keep going as this is our full course format. Right over to our Lachey line. Is going to have to go really high up on these rings. Barely too short. Awesome work still going. Going over to our Dragon Teeth.
He may have needed a little bit more momentum, a little bit more swing. So if you're the next ninja, you're taking note of that.
Exactly. Being more down the line is really good for knowing what to work on and what to not do. That's why going first is so hard. In this part of the course, Carden is probably feeling a little bit gassed, is getting a little tired. Still has 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Might take a small little break here, or not, just going straight for it. Trying to go over to that blue pad, then might take a break.
So all the holds are on. Yep.
Just a
Close,
little too
very
swing.
close.
Yes, very close indeed. Coming right up to the under over. Gavin did end up. Oh, okay. They don't have to use the bar for that one for this one. Didn't know that.
Okay, and We're on to the mega swing. Did he clear?
Barely misses it.
Oh,
Unfortunately, just needed a
good
little more swing.
try. Good try.
Definitely really tired here. Just gonna keep going though. If you're a future ninja, might want to take just a few breaks throughout the course, as he's going to clear this course in just under 2 minutes right here. He still had 2 full minutes to take a little bit of a rest. A very nice run from Carden here though. Very dominant run, just being a little tired near the end.
That happens. He wants to hit that buzzer. Can I hit the buzzer? And there he goes.
Awesome run coming out from Carden.
Well done.
Very nice indeed. Gonna switch back over to our run order real quick. Carden, since he's going to be our first runner, he is going to be in first for now. Nora Putterman gonna be coming out next. Give him like a minute or two until Nora can make her debut.
So, as I mentioned, the second, third, fourth ninjas, they're taking note. They're seeing the run performed by Carden where he was a little bit short. They're putting in their minds not to follow a particular mistake. They're mapping it out in their own mind how they're going to approach a particular obstacle.
All right, Nora Putterman just got up to the top right now. Our start camera is just having a few difficulties right now, so hopefully we can get that figured out in just a second. You can see her up there right now. Another one of our Skyhook members.
And she's off.
Yeah, and she's off. Quick work of the rope bridge.
The wall is in. She's making good use of that, so that's probably the safer approach. Headed to the balance line.
Yeah. And a good thing to note when it comes to these courses is points are always worth more than time. So if you want to take like a slightly lower time to get more points, definitely always want to do that, because going too fast can sometimes cost you. Making very nice time here though anyway. 4 minutes and 30 seconds going into our fourth obstacle here.
Tackling the wing nut, making sure she gets some momentum.
Oh,
just fell short.
Yep, just a little bit
But
short.
she continues, as you mentioned, this is a full course format. She continues on to the next obstacle.
Yep.
Each cleared obstacle gives that particular ninja points.
Mm-hmm. So the more our competitors in this age group fail a certain obstacle, the more points it will be worth for future runners. Very nice regrab on that ring, just trying to get a little more momentum. Saves it very nicely, coming right over to the rope right now.
She's trying to control her hips.
Yes.
Well done. And
makes it.
Nice clear.
Very nice clear right there.
On to the Lachey line. She's getting some momentum.
That bar is a little high for our younger age groups. I can already tell that Lachey line is going to be one of our higher point obstacles for this age group.
Exactly. And so the viewers out there, you see her, Nora, reaching up. When you're in the later part of a run, reaching up can be difficult.
Exactly. Barely misses that. Grazes the blue pad just a little bit. Unfortunate, but still going to keep going. To the hanging cubes. She should be able to reach out right here, but might be feeling a little bit tired. Might want to take a small little rest break here. Just jumping straight for it. Very nicely done. Catches it beautifully. I'm going to be cleared right onto the blue pad. Barely misses it.
Short.
Very nice attempt coming out from Nora right now.
And she's tackling the over-under. And
barely slips off.
Onto the mega swing. Mm-hmm. As you can tell, that midpoint swings and generating enough power.
Nice.
That's the important part. Generating enough power
Yes.
to make that clear.
Nora's specialty is definitely her upper body strength. Should have no problem coming with the broken bridge right now, as I know she loves to be on bars a lot. Although, keep in mind, she is going to be very tired at this point in the course, as it is the final bit. Still has 2 minutes on the clock. Future ninjas, take note. You guys can take a lot longer on the course to take some rest breaks. Looks like Nora's not going to need it, though. Coming up to the hardest part of it. Oh, barely misses it. Very nice run coming out from Nora, climbing right up to the buzzer to hit it at a nice 244. Very nice run coming out from Nora.
Well done. Well done.
And looking at all of her coaches and friends, just celebrating her run. Very nice to see the ninja community in action. Coming right back over to our run order right now. Next up is going to be Elliot Gabriel Landis. Not a name I recognize. However, I am still very much excited to see them run.
Yeah, I think to your point,
Yeah, we're good.
I think to your point, there's plenty of time, and hopefully the other ninjas are taking note that be a little patient, gain your energy again, and you increase your chances of clearing a particular harder obstacle.
Definitely. I want to see more ninjas take their time on this course because, as I said earlier, time is a secondary factor to points. If you don't get enough points, your time doesn't really matter. Elliot on the start platform right now. Our start camera seems to be working again. Just going to be waiting just a little bit to get going. Hopefully, Elliot takes her time on this course just a little bit more. I believe Elliot is actually on our Skyhook team prep, or maybe just a Skyhook member. Not entirely sure. I do see her rocking the Skyhook merch, where you can get some at our gym. If you
And
decide to
she's
come.
off.
Coming right
That's
down.
the rope bridge.
Yep, taking her time on the rope bridge, which is good. We want to see more ninjas taking their time, as we've seen 2 ninjas clear with 2 minutes remaining already. Very nice. Coming straight down onto our balance line, using that rope to its fullest effect. Pausing just a little bit on the bars to regain her balance. Absolutely no problem clearing it.
That's the first time we've seen that particular move.
Exactly. Jumping is very nice for her. Taking her time on the donut halves, and there is a great example of seeing how they kind of tilt and slam on the ground a little bit. That can be really off-putting for some ninjas if they're continuing, or if they're expecting it to continue coming down and just stopping really randomly. Coming right onto the monkey's run, very nicely done. Just getting all the way over to that point. I believe she didn't touch there, so she's still good to keep going.
Oh, good reach out.
And immediately gets the yellow ring. Very nicely done from Elliot.
So the viewers out there, you're not able to use any of the holes that you see, like stick your finger in the hole. You can touch the wall.
Unfortunate miss.
You can touch the wall, but you're not able to stick your fingers.
Exactly. If you stick your fingers in there, it will unfortunately be a disqualification. But I believe that went over in the actual course walkthrough, so I don't think we'll see any ninjas do that.
Right.
Very, very nicely done from Elliot on the Indiana Jones. Maybe wanting to go back for that last ring to just correct your swing just a little bit. Perfectly done.
Trying to get those legs and momentum, the hips. There she goes.
Awesome. Grabbing the rope. Oh, just miss it just a little bit. Coming back out. Oh, and accidentally peels off. Very nice try from Elliot. Indiana Jones is a killer right now. Now going on to the Lachey line. This big Lachey, I think, has actually been made harder by the rings, which was not our intention. Might want to look at that a little later and see if we can do anything about that. Of course, though, now since our kids have started running, can't exactly change it. But that is something we will take into future note. Very nice clear. Coming into the hanging cubes now. Very nice. Clears it perfectly. Coming right over to our under-over.
Just needs to make that clearing, and she does.
And she doesn't even use the black pad that time. Very nice. Swinging on the mega swing. Very nice clear. And finally, our broken bridge. Coming in at actually a faster time of 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Didn't even take as much rest break. Doesn't seem like she needed it, though, as she, I believe, only has failed 2 obstacles so far.
I think that's right.
Yes.
And it's interesting to note she just ran right into the mega swing and using that force, that energy, to help her propel her forward, which was a great technique.
Very nice try. It seems like the broken bridge is also going to be one of our higher point obstacles, as some of those laches are a little tall for our younger age groups. But yeah, as you pointed out, with the Mega Swing, she ran right into it and used a bunch of that forward momentum to just get that swing going immediately. Gonna want to see more of our ninjas doing that, because not only will it save your arm strength, it also is just a very much quicker way to do the obstacle. Gonna transition back over here to our run order. Next up is going to be Ephraim Smith. Very looking forward to seeing this run. Ephraim is a very good ninja that I have some very high hopes for. Very much hoping to see a full clear sometime in this age group. I think it's definitely possible. Our Lachey stuff is a little hard, but we can see Ephraim getting up to the start platform right now, and we'll get going in just a second. Ephraim is going to be the first one, I think, wearing a chalk bag, or maybe just having a chalk caddy follow him. Looks like it's going to be a chalk caddy, probably his parents. For those of you who are not well versed in the ninja space, chalk is a very essential part of ninja.
Making sure your hands are not slippery. So the chalk is essential part of any ninja's run.
Exactly. It absorbs sweat and kind of makes it sticky. Going the wrong way real quick. Just going to come back around.
There.
Very nice.
Good recovery.
Gonna take us time
Take
on
your time.
our balance, which is what we want to see. All of our ninjas have finished with almost 2 minutes remaining, which means you can definitely take your time on some of these obstacles. Very nice coming into our rolling donuts here. No problems whatsoever. Now, our Monkey's Run has posed a big challenge to some of our ninjas so far. Let's see if Ephraim is able to complete it. Trying to get a little more swing. Unfortunately peels off. Good try, though, from Ephraim, coming right into the Indiana Jones.
That's one obstacle I'd like to try.
Oh, yeah.
Looks
the
a
Indiana
lot
Jones
of
looks very
fun. Looks a lot of fun. So here, Ephraim's really trying to generate the hip swing to propel him forward. What is key is lining up the last ring to the rope while generating the power, enough power to make that clear. And that's what you see. And
very
he clears.
Nice clear coming from Ephraim.
Tremendous move there.
If you noticed, on that second to last ring, he actually grabbed it coming backwards, which lined him up perfectly to go straight to the rope and getting some very nice swing from it. Very good clear coming from Ephraim. Trying to get up to that Lachey bar.
Needs to generate the power.
Very close.
That is
a very tough obstacle.
Very tough. That's the toughest obstacle so far.
I would agree. I believe that is going to be our toughest obstacle on the course. Coming back to the starting platform real quick, just to get up. That swing up is going to be very hard. Still has 3 minutes left on the clock. He can afford to take some time here.
Yep.
But I want to shake it out just a little bit.
Shake. Exactly. So sometimes that happens on a course where you need to recenter, rethink your attempt, and I think that's what you're seeing Ephraim do right there.
Yep.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. 3 obstacles remaining.
And so sometimes when you touch an obstacle, it starts to swing, and he might be looking to time it just right. There we go.
Very nice.
Very successful.
Now he's got to do it one more time. Just got to get some nice swing going, and then do a big pull-up.
You see the hips moving?
Oh, very close. Yeah, watch Ephraim's hips as he's very, very nice try. Ephraim was doing a great thing called controlling your momentum with his hips, really kind of swinging those legs around to get him facing in the proper way.
Right. Sometimes when a ninja's out on the course, you reach out, you touch something, things go a little bit sideways, and you saw a great second, third, fourth effort from Ephraim.
Yeah. Definitely did not give up on that last obstacle. Very nice fight. Probably going to be a little tired now after doing that. Going to want to take a small little rest. Definitely using his time effectively, though, as he has 1:30 left.
And that's a great point for the viewers out there, that when you see the effort that Ephraim put, it also takes a lot of energy. And so as you move on the course, you'll want to try to take a little bit more time, get your breathing down, get your energy back up so you can tackle the next obstacle.
Breathing is a huge part of ninja. If you stop breathing, obviously you're going to start very close on the mega swing. But yeah, getting your breathing down is very nice for Ninja, as it will calm your nerves and allow you to think more clearly. Still a full minute left coming into our final obstacle. Definitely a little tired here. Yeah,
Oh,
he's just gassed. Very nice run from Ephraim, coming right over to hit the buzzer. See if we can see that real quick. Maybe not.
well,
That's fine. Yes, very nice run from Ephraim. Definitely one of our better runs so far. Very good. And I believe our next runner is going to be
the
Caitlin Kelly.
Caitlin Kelly is the next ninja. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the course and what you've seen. Um, it looks like the Lachey line, that second obstacle up, is posing a tremendous challenge for the kids.
Yeah, definitely. That second obstacle right now is just a little tall for them. What they're gonna want to do is really do a small little pull up while also pulling, and I should believe they should be able to do that. Let's transition over to our start cam real quick. Caitlin is going to be up and going right now. But yeah, definitely want to look out for those two obstacles, the Lachey line and the Dragon's Teeth. And Caitlin is off.
And looks like Caitlin trains out of Life Force up in Bellingham as she's rocking the Life Force swag.
Yeah, Life Force is a very nice gym. If you guys are ever up in Bellingham, 100% recommended to check them out. They are very great. Taking your time throughout these obstacles, which is what we definitely want to see throughout all of our competitors, because so far we've seen them take a really fast approach and made a few errors. Hopefully Caitlin is going to be taking her time. Very nicely done with the balance line so far. Barely.
Barely.
Very
missed
nice
that.
try. Coming straight back into our donut run. One thing we didn't mention is, as you actually just saw right there with
Right.
those cubes, if you hit them too high, you're going to tilt on them.
That's right.
Makes it very nice across our rolling log with the donuts. Coming right into our monkey run.
So as I mentioned, the course designers, Vita and Alex, incorporated a little bit of parkour elements into their design, this is their first course that they've designed, and you'll see a little bit of that parkour element in these tacking aspects of this course, like right here.
Especially with this obstacle specifically. Later in our lines, those holds are actually going to be removed, and you're going to be forced into a wall run, which is a great parkour skill to learn. Both Alex and Vita have actually competed in multiple parkour competitions, so you can definitely see the elements of parkour being exasperated in this course. Caitlin's going to come right here to the black bar.
Oh.
Just barely misses it. Awesome effort from Caitlin. Still going strong on the course. Coming right up to the Indiana Jones. Grabbing that ring perfectly. Just going to be doing a nice swing. Awesome. Getting that momentum going. Kicking those legs. 1, 2, 3. Awesome grabs.
Seems to have no trouble with the rings. Seems like she's enjoying it.
Yep.
Trying to line it up for that third or
Perfect.
the final ring, which is set off a little bit at a slight differently angle. Gaining the momentum. Will she generate enough power?
Got to kick with those legs just a little bit more. Might go back to the ring.
Her coach, Becca, is...
Very nice try coming up from Caitlin. Keep going on to our Lachey line, the hardest obstacle so far.
She's going to need to generate a lot of power to reach up for that upper Lachey bar that you can see in your screen.
Yes.
And you see her coach, Becca, really encouraging her to looks like she's generating power.
Yeah, this is one of the best attempts we've seen of that obstacle so far. Barely grazing that bar. Very nice attempt coming off from Caitlin. Definitely seeing the strength of her upper body coming into play here.
Yep.
As is evident by having absolutely no trouble with the Dragon's Teeth right now. Very dominant display on this obstacle.
Yeah, the ring, she seems to have no problem. Seems to really enjoy it.
Yes.
Good upper body strength, as you mentioned. Let's see if she can stick the landing.
Nice.
Oh,
Very
she
well done.
does. Very well done. Took a tumble, but didn't affect her.
The great thing about being young, right? You can fall as much as you want and you're never going to get hurt.
So these are the floating cubes, and so as you can tell, they're tethered, and so they do spin, rotate, move a bit, which can be a little unnerving for someone who is only used to fixed holds.
Definitely. This final little lachey right here is kind of hard solely because of how that final cube is fixed. Caitlin having no issues with it, going right into the under over. 40 seconds remaining, should still have the time to finish the course. This is the kind of pace that I'm wanting most of our competitors here to have. Enough time to really hit as many obstacles as possible while also not running out of time. Very good pace coming out from Caitlin right here. Going right into the mega swing. In that nice double pendulum motion.
Kicking those legs.
Very nice.
Well, very well done.
Only 15 seconds left to complete this final obstacle.
If she can complete this one. It's going to be close. You can hear the timer in the background.
Very nice coming out from Caitlin.
And hitting
the buzzer. Very nicely done.
Very well done.
Awesome work coming out from Caitlin. Seeing a little bit of that celebration right there. Might be able to turn over to the crowd real quick. Maybe not. Yeah, seeing all of the people very happy. Let's go back to our run order real quick. Next up is going to be Milo Wagner. I believe Milo trains here or maybe at Life Force. Not entirely sure. Believe we're going to take just a small little break real quick, or maybe we're going right into it. Not entirely sure. Can't exactly see. Oh, no, Milo is climbing up to the start platform right now. Milo does train over at Life Force. Very, very prestigious gym. Very nice gym. Definitely recommend going up there. Actually lives in Bellingham, which means Life Force is right there. Super nice. With the 5 minutes on the clock, I believe Milo should crush this time. Really hoping to see a full clear coming out of Milo or a few of our other runners today. Got some big, powerful names coming up soon, so I'm very excited to see those.
So, when you're competing and you're up at the starting platform, sometimes your start actually doesn't happen as quickly as you're anticipating. So, what do you do to try to, stay in the moment when there's a little delay as we're experiencing right now?
Yeah, when I'm currently on the start platform, I kind of just keep myself in the moment by really thinking about the first obstacle. If I can hyper-focus in on the very first or even second obstacle, I can kind of tune out the world around me and just get ready to go. Looks like we're about to start, though. Milo still seems to be perfectly in the mood, ready to hit this obstacle, just kind of waiting for the all clear.
Gave the thumbs up, I think.
Yep.
Milo's ready.
Gonna get our camera in position real quick, and then I believe we are ready to start in about 3 seconds. Yeah, sometimes delays in course runs happen, just a part of the territory. And Milo is off. Now, to the viewer, the rope bridge actually doesn't look that hard, but when you're on it, it's slightly tilted to the side, and if you're not hanging onto a wall, you are probably going to slide right off it. Milo making quick work of it, though, coming right into the balance line. Very nicely done. Very sure footwork right here. Love to see it from our young competitors. Absolutely crushing the course.
Good pace through the donut run.
Very good pace. 4 minutes 30 going into our fourth obstacle. Very, very nice pace. On pace to hit that 2-minute mark by the final minute again, which means gonna have some time to take some rest breaks.
Going through the monkey run seems like it's not posing any particular difficulty.
Mm-hmm. Let's see this black bar right here. This has been the killer for a few of our competitors. Gonna have to go a little bit. Might have to jump for it.
And
very well done coming out from Milo.
That's exactly what Milo did.
All right, coming to the Indiana Jones on a full clear so far. This might be our first full clear of the day. We'll see. lining himself up perfectly for the rope. Is he skipping the final ring? Is he just going straight to the rope? No, he is
No.
going to the final ring.
Trying to get that angle right. Okay, now
And going straight forward. Very nicely
well
done.
done. Very well done. Okay, here it is.
Yep. This is our hard up. And it seems like we have... Oh, this is for Tier 1, so we have removed the rings. In my opinion, I do believe that without the rings, it is actually easier.
Right.
But Milo making very nice work of our Lachey line. First time we're seeing the Lachey line cleared today, even if it is Tier 1. Very nicely done, coming right into our Dragon's Teeth.
Good pace. Seems like Milo is making good use of the upper body strength.
Mm-hmm. And he clears that obstacle too. Still on our full clear list, coming to our floating cubes. 8th obstacle. Clears it, no problem.
Over, up and under. Oh! Saved.
Saved it. Very nice.
Hands are allowed. Making good use of that.
Awesome. And I believe for him specifically, he has to go over that block.
Yes.
Awesome.
Very
Mega
well
swing.
done. Did you see how he just ran right into it, using that his momentum to propel himself into the ring?
Exactly.
Very well done.
Very nicely done. Coming into the final obstacle here, still 2 minutes remaining. He can take a full minute if he wanted to, but he's not going to. Coming straight in.
So here's where you need to really dig down. You're at the last obstacle. You got a potential full clear. Focus. And I think that's what you see him doing.
And this is the hard Lachey right here, going up just a little bit.
Well
makes it beautifully
done.
onto the final bar. Gonna hit the buzzer right here at just under 2 minutes and a full clear. Very well done from Milo. Absolutely dominant run. Very nice to see someone finally clear the Lachey line. And I believe if we come over to our run order, Jacob Foe is going to be our next runner. Jacob is actually on our Skyhook team. I believe it is Team Prep. I've worked with Jacob personally for a long time, and I am very excited to see how Jacob is going to tackle this course. But yeah, let's talk a little bit more about Milo real quick. First full clear of the day. Very fun to see so early. Only at 9:32 p.m. or a.m. We've only been running for about 45 minutes.
Right. Oh, here we go with Jacob. And he's off.
Yeah. And once again, it may look that our competitors are going a little slow on this Anaconda rope bridge, but it's actually probably the better play here.
Right, and for any ninja, you want to get that first obstacle clear, get that momentum going. I think it helps all ninjas mentally as you move forward throughout the course.
100%.
Get that first one.
I've definitely seen personally when some of my fellow competitors have not made the first obstacle, it really just messes with your mind, and you got to come right back into it. It's really hard to get out of that rut.
Right.
Getting some chalk from his mom here, going right back up to the wingnut. Jacob actually specializes in wingnuts. Very, very much likes them.
Very
Should have no
comfortable?
problem here. Very comfortable with it. Didn't even
Okay.
use the second half of it. Look at that.
That's right. Again, fingers are not allowed inside those holes. You can touch the wall.
Looks like he doesn't even need them, though.
Doesn't
Going to jump
even
right
need
over to the black bar, I believe. I don't think he's going to try and reach for it. We'll see. Maybe he is.
It's a stretch.
Yeah. I think he'll be much more comfortable just jumping to it. We'll see. Really trying. Yeah.
That's exactly what he did. Took your advice. You've trained him well.
I'm glad to see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
coming right into the Indiana Jones. He should have no problem with the height. During team trainings, we always work on heights. Very much, making quick work. Not even taking swings on some of these. Just carrying his momentum perfectly through the rings. When you're up that high, taking a few extra swings can be the difference between falling off of the rings. So getting through this as quickly as possible is exactly what you want to do. Making quick work of the Indiana Jones. Coming onto the Lachey line, definitely our harder obstacle for today. But once again, it's the easier variant, and making quick work of it, coming right over to the ring. Very nicely done, coming from Jacob. Just looking for that ending platform now. And a full clear.
Nice. Well done. Regathering himself, chalking up. That's always a good technique, especially when there's plenty of time allowed on this course. It's full format. You want to try to acquire as many points as you can, which means
Exactly.
clearing each obstacle.
And a great thing about chalking up is it also provides just a small little rest break, uh, even though it is a rest break when you're chalking up. It's great. And you might even want to take a little more of a rest break afterwards as well. Like, he still has 2 minutes left coming into the second to final obstacle. Definitely can afford to take as much rest as possible.
Trying to get that momentum, save some of that energy.
Very nice.
Very efficiently done.
Looking like it's going to be our second full clear of the day.
So these broken bridge, these bars are slightly off-centered, different angles, different heights, and so the viewers, you may not be able to see all of the bars, but it can challenge.
Very nice clear from Jacob. Full clear coming out.
Well
nice
done.
little celebration with his mom. Gonna come all the way back over.
High fives all around. Well done. And that time was at 3. I think it was 3:19.
Maybe.
Very close with Milo.
Yes, I wish
Very
we could
close.
still see the timers after we're done, but yeah, 3:19 right over there. Very dominant clear. I'm not sure if that was faster or slower than Milo, but very much up there.
I think they're neck and neck at this point in terms of their time, but plenty of other ninjas to come. And in fact, we have our next one.
Correct. Kellen Bohan is up next, also on our team prep program. I've not worked as personally with Kellen as I have with Jacob, as he's a slightly newer addition to our team program. But once again, expecting some very nice things coming out from Kellen. Seeing him go across the rope bridge a little quicker than some of our other ninjas. Miles Stefanik is actually his chalk caddy right now. Miles is going to be running here in just a little bit. Sometimes it can be nice to be on the course as a chalk caddy when someone else is running. It can get you just a little bit more familiar with the course as you can up and close see someone running. Kellen taking just a little bit of time on these beams, which is totally fine. As we've stated multiple times, we want to see some of our competitors slow down just a little bit. Ooh, goes a little too high on that block. Perfectly fine. Just going to keep going on to our next obstacle. For our other ninjas who are watching and going later, make sure you really
stay low on those.
Stay low on those.
Yeah, exactly. So it's important for Kellen to regroup after that little tumble, and sometimes they can throw you off, but seems to be doing a great job.
Correct. It's perfectly fine to be shaken up after a fall. It's only natural. But the biggest part of Ninja is getting right back into that groove after you fall and keeping that momentum that you had previously going into your run.
Yeah.
Making quick work of the monkey run. He's actually tall enough or long enough to just grab that bar. Not sure if he's going to jump for it, though.
Oh.
And look at that. Making great use of his reach right there. Not enough momentum to swing around. Perfectly fine coming into the Indiana Jones.
So on that, I think you need to swing your hips out wide to take that energy up and around that corner.
Exactly. Getting around that corner is very essential to the obstacle, as the ending platform is not right in front of it.
Right. It's a play of change of direction, which is what the course designers, when I spoke to them last night, said they wanted to have fun with change of directions, and you saw that there in the monkey run.
Exactly. Kellen seems to be slowing down just a little bit, probably getting a little tired. Gonna want to take a small little rest break here before going into the Lachey line. Awesome. Coming up to this higher Lachey. One of the things we practice the most in team is Lachey, so it's great to see both of our team kids absolutely crushing the Lacheys here. And no problems at all coming in to our final dismount. Expertly done.
Nice.
2 minutes 30 on the clock, making great time here. Should keep this pace going for the rest of the course. He should finish with time left to spare, and definitely having a good run so far.
Trying to get those hips, which are so essential.
I'm not sure if that was a clear or a fail, as he didn't hit the platform, but he was past the blue. We'll see that in the final standings later.
All the holds are allowed are on in the floating cubes.
Correct.
Well,
Everything but
well
the top.
done. Well done.
Yep. Coming up to the under over right here. I believe he also has to go over the black block. Not allowed to touch it.
Using the trapeze
Yep.
bar.
Got to be very careful of his head touching that red problem there. Some of our taller ninjas are also probably going to have a little bit of a harder time considering it's right on the edge and you really got to kind of duck down. Making quick work of the mega swing coming into the final broken bridge with 1:30 left to go.
Plenty of time.
Yes. This first Lachey swing up isn't the hardest. It's actually the second one that I believe is the hardest one right here. Coming into it, there's a small little gap that you have to go straight up right there.
And up.
Makes perfect use of it. Very well done.
Well done.
And is able to just hit the buzzer right here. Very nice run coming out from Kellen with 52 seconds left on the clock. Going to go celebrate with his family and his fellow teammates.
Nice. Very well done.
Coming right back over to the run order. Next up is going to be Emmy Schlanzer, I believe is how it's pronounced. Not completely sure if that's it, and if I butcher it, very sorry about that. Emmy also seems to be on our teams. Our start cam is down once again, unfortunately, so we're just going to go straight over to the follow camera. I believe our start camera just has like an auto turn off feature, which is fine. This is actually nice to kind of see kind of our course right now. Our follow camera is walking around, looking at all of our parents and our competitors right there, waiting to start. You can see some of our competitors that are going to be running later coming earlier to actually support our fellow runners, which is really nice to see and always brings some warmth to my heart.
And Emmy is off.
Up.
All the ninjas are leaning into the wall, which I think is the right technique. I think because it does tilt, if you were to go the other direction, you might slip off.
Correct. The Anaconda rope bridge is actually tilted the other way just a little bit. So if you were to be using the other wall, there is a good chance that you would just kind of slip
off, right.
Now that she's passed the rope bridge, making some good time on the balance obstacles. Very nicely done.
And you notice her hands are up above her, ears, and that's a great technique to use when you're on balance, is to lift your arms up.
Yeah, correct. We see a lot of our newer ninjas kind of have their arms more down at their sides, but when you're running the course, you really want to have your arms out because it gives you some better balance when you're on your balance obstacles.
Exactly.
Coming right over to the wing nut. Should have no problem here. Going over to the other side and then just going to reach for that nice jug right on the pillar.
It's that reach that has unfortunately tripped up a few ninjas if they're not able to grab that particular hold on the monkey run.
Exactly. It seems that a lot of them keep accidentally kicking the pillar and throwing themselves off, which is totally fair. It is a very hard obstacle, even though a lot of our ninjas have made it look really easy, actually.
Right. Getting good hip swing. Again, the challenging part is if you see this final ring is off-centered, and if your momentum is going in the wrong direction, you'll be, swinging sort of wildly. Here, great.
And grabs it very
great
nicely.
Technique, swings right into it.
Gonna have to do it again with this other ring. Gonna have to time it.
Trying to control the direction of her swing. And
he's able to just grab the rope.
Exactly. Waited for the timing to swing around and grab that rope. Now needs to pull back to gain the momentum enough to clear and reach the orange padding. Oh,
very nice try. You've seen a lot of our competitors actually grab the rope with their feet. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, as when you're on a rope, you can use your feet to keep swinging while you're there to generate even more momentum. I definitely think the play is to keep your feet off the rope. Barely misses that Lachey. Very nice try coming out from Emmy, going right on to the dragon teeth.
Chalking up. This is important. You want to make sure your grip is, you have a good, nice, dry grip.
Exactly.
Reaching up, again, is a little bit challenging when you're in your later part of your runs. So it may look easy on television on a live stream, but when you're out on a course, it can be taxing.
And keep in mind, this is 3 minutes into the run where you've been hanging and running for almost 3 minutes straight now. I don't know how many people watching could even do a 1 minute dead hang, let alone a 3 minute dead hang, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so these, finger holds here, again, taxing your grip.
Barely misses that. Very unfortunate. Going straight into the under over now.
Okay, here we go. Eyeing up the trapeze bar.
Very nice.
Using her leg kick to generate enough power to clear that black box. And
that goes right over.
Well done.
Right onto our second to last obstacle, the mega swing. Since she's a little shorter, she's able to use the green block.
Right.
Getting some nice swing here. Nice. And clears it with just over a minute left.
Okay, heading into the final obstacle, the broken bridge. And there you can see it's a good shot of the different angles that the course designers, Alex and Vita, have set up.
Definitely. With all the different angles, we were here last night watching them. Unfortunately, misses that first one, but still a very good run from Emmy coming out, hitting that buzzer.
Well done.
Very, very well done. Coming back over to our run order real quick with Oliver Mansfield going to be the next one. Oliver is actually one of our shortest competitors of the day, and I'm very curious to see how he's going to tackle this course. Very, very dominant ninja as well. Very, his jump height is actually extremely tall, and I'm very excited to see how he's going to do this again. Start cam is still down, so we're just going to go right back over our follow cam. Miles Stefanik, again, being the chalk caddy. Going to be actually our next runner right after Oliver. Getting a nice bit of course experience.
So Oliver is part of the committee of the mature kids, so that's the age group of 9 to 10-year-olds is my understanding. Oh, Miles. Oh, no, excuse me, Oliver. Need to go around the other direction.
Yeah, we've seen a few of our members do that so far because actually when you're in open gym, you're not actually supposed to go down the warp door right there, and you can see that muscle memory coming back to them, even though that's what we want them to do. Making very quick time of those two obstacles right there, not even slowing down. Here you'll be able to see his extreme jump, or maybe he'll just be able to reach it, I'm not sure. And he can reach it.
Okay, the key is gaining
and he's able to just reach it just there.
That was the key. That's been the key so far, is if you're able to grab that hold and prevent from bouncing off.
Mm-hmm. And this is just showing that even can't use the hold, and he is able to make it. Yeah, this is just showing that even if you're really short, you're still able to put up a pretty dominant performance. Barely misses that. Very nice try coming out from Oliver. Very
nice technique. You saw him line it up, jump, and throw out those hips.
Mm-hmm. He did everything perfectly that he could. Maybe just like a little more power, but other than that, very, very well done. Coming right into the rings. These are his specialty. Should have no problem here. Gonna probably swing forward once to get that backswing. Yep, just coming like that, coming back around. Needing to do it one more time.
Okay. Is trying to generate.
Oh, and he went for the backwards.
Wow. And grabs rope. Now, as you're mentioning, holding both the rope and the ring to try to control the direction of his swing.
Mm-hmm. And notice how he was using his legs.
Which he did.
Yeah. On the rope. A few of our competitors have been holding the rope with their legs, but Oliver's actually using his legs to swing while on the rope, and that was very dominant, coming all the way up. Just a little too short to reach the
Lachey bar, right?
Yeah, and during course construction, we were worried about that a little bit, but unfortunately, a little too late to change things now. Should be fine with the rest of this course, though.
Reaching up well.
And he made it. Very nice.
Very nice.
Couldn't really tell from this camera angle if he made it onto the platform, but I'm very glad to see that he did.
Oh.
Very nice clear. Not even using chalk on this next one, coming straight into the under-over. Another obstacle that we were a little worried about height. And he's able to make it. Very nicely done. Coming right over the block.
Going into the mega swing, chalking up.
Yep. This should be one that he's very comfortable on, as he loves laches and swinging in general.
And
Look
you can
at all that power.
Power as you generate power by kicking out and up, and you saw that's an excellent technique that Oliver just showed everybody.
Exactly. When you're younger and lighter, it's much easier to get that huge height and power that we see from Oliver. Hopefully, as he grows, he'll be able to continue that power throughout his
ninja career.
Yes. Coming right here to the finale, and very nicely done. Seeing
on one swing, did you see that?
Exactly. Using that continuous power to come straight through to hit the buzzer. Only like a second time save, but very nicely done from Oliver.
Right, and that, in a close competition, that move right there could be the difference between, advancing or coming up short in terms of placement. But yeah, very well done.
Correct. And coming right back over to our run order, our final runner of this age group is going to be Miles Stefanik. You've seen him on the course a little bit, being a chalk caddy for some of our fellow Team Ninjas. Always love to see our Skyhook members getting in and working with our other team members. Really nice community we built here.
Yeah, the ninja community I found is so supportive. The sport of ninja is unlike other sports that it's really the ninja versus the course. So all the ninjas are supportive of each other, whether you're from different gyms, whether you're from different cities. And I think that's one of the great aspects of the sport.
100% agreed. I know Miles really wants to go fast here, but I'm really hoping that he's able to keep a level head and slow down just a little bit. Miles is another ninja I've worked with for a long time now. Getting through the rope bridge with absolutely no problems.
Okay. Tackling the balance line. Arms are up, also holding his hair.
But it works.
It works. Okay.
Keeping low on those tilting blocks was very nice. Not having them tilt over, always love to see that. Coming right over to our wingnut now. He definitely has the reach to just go for it straight from there, and I believe that's what he's going to try to do. No, he's actually going to go for the second hand on the wingnut. Coming right over. Should be able to grab just from there. Very nicely done.
There you saw the technique with both the foot and hand hitting at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Really absorbing that power and a drop to not make sure you don't bounce off,
back,
as we've seen from other ninjas.
Exactly. And here, do you think Miles will have the reach, or it's going to be a jump?
I think he's going to try to go for the jump. Oh, maybe not. No, he is going straight for the reach. Wow.
Now, using that
very nice
toe hold was key.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that toe hold is a little low for some of our other ninjas to get. As you see, Oliver is being Miles' chalk caddy right now. But Miles is tall enough to where he can really make use of that small little toe hold right there. Coming up to the Indiana Jones, definitely a specialty for Miles is the rings, as is most of our Skyhook ninjas. Should be seeing only a single swing back on all of these, as we're seeing right now, just coming straight through extremely easily.
Trying to line up that different angle. Oh, we'll need to regroup. Eyeing it up. There he goes.
Very nicely done. Might have to go back to the ring one more time, or able to just grab the rope just from there. Gonna want to take a single swing here. Very well done from Miles. Barely landing on that platform.
Takes a tumble, but clears the obstacle.
Exactly. 2 minutes and 40 on the clock still. Just taking a small little rest break.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Very much plenty of time.
And is, I think, full clear.
Yeah, I believe he is at a full clear right now.
Potential full clear.
Also very nice to see him slow down, take some of that chalk, which was a worry of ours, but we're very glad to see he's having a full clear right now. Spoke a little too soon.
I hope we didn't jinx him. I hope we didn't jinx Miles. We apologize if we did. But still, tremendous run. Tremendous upper body strength there with the rings. Again, those are going up, which always takes more power, more energy.
Definitely. Coming right into our floating cubes right now. I do not believe we've seen anyone fail the floating cubes so far, which is what we wanted to see. We wanted the floating cubes to be a break obstacle right after the dragon teeth because we knew those were going to be a harder one.
A little bit out of control on his momentum here, but has able to recenter. Oh,
Oh,
just
barely
came up
misses it.
short. Just came up
If you
short.
notice what he did though, he was using his hips to kind of recombobulate himself to where he was being able to swing right back towards the patio, which is what we love to see here.
Exactly, and I think those are the techniques that Miles will be able to carry forward onto other competitions.
Exactly. And even if you fail an obstacle here at a competition, it's really nice to see our ninjas using and employing the correct techniques to hopefully train those and do them better in future competitions.
Right, and that's part of the fun. That's part of the experience of any competition. You make some mistakes, but you learn from those mistakes and hopefully carry those lessons learned forward.
Exactly. Competitions are almost kind of like a test in school. You're putting everything that you've learned so far to the test in a competition. And even if you don't get the best grade on this course, there's always next course to improve.
Yes, exactly. And it seems like Miles is tackling the broken bridge, which is our final
Mm-hmm.
obstacle, with
Definitely slowing down, but he still
with
has 30 seconds.
with precision.
Yeah.
Gaining some,
Uh,
a little bit taxed, a little bit gassed, I think,
Able to
but
hit the buzzer, though.
able to hit the buzzer.
Very nice run coming out from Miles. And I believe that is everyone for our
First wave.
Yep, for our first wave. So I believe we're going to take a small little break right here as we get everything ready and up. We're going to see if we can get that start cam back up, and we will be back in just a second. Very nice performance that we've seen from all of our ninjas so far. Everyone did amazingly. Much exceeded all of my expectations.
Yeah, I think they all tackled the course with grit, determination. And again, some of the other ninjas, the later ninjas, they see, a particular ninja fail an obstacle and they might learn from that. So I think you saw a great effort from everybody all around.
Especially with some of our harder obstacles, it was really nice to see some of our ninjas being able to conquer those obstacles, especially in our tier 1 division. Almost all of them were able to get the Lachey line, which was one of our bigger worries for the actual competition, and it was very nice to be able to see them all get that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that adjustment between what we saw on the Lachey line, where they removed the rings for the actually it was the tier 2 competitors, that proved to be a very challenging obstacle because it was more difficult to generate the power to reach up to the higher bar.
Definitely. We're just going to head back to our infographic real quick as we take a small little break. We should be back in like 2 to 3 minutes. All right, coming back over here into our next division. This is going to be Tier 1 mature kids and kids. Our first runner is actually going to be Sydney Foote, a longtime member of the gym, actually. Very excited to see her run. Is going to be the first one. I believe we're trying to get that ready in just a second. Yep, Sydney's already on the start platform. Unfortunately, our start camera is still a little buggy right now, but I'm hoping that we can fix that for a second.
So again, this is a full course format WNL, which means that the ninjas accumulate points for every obstacle that they complete. If you fail, you move on. And Sydney's underway.
Yep, Sydney coming in really, really quickly. Sydney was actually one of our youngest team members ever. I believe she got on the team when she was 6 years old, or maybe 7, which is absolutely crazy. And definitely has an aspiring ninja career ahead of her. Making quick work of the balance obstacles. Ooh, it's a little too high, but is able to recover it. Very well done.
Moving at a quick pace. Again, let's see if Sydney can reach. Yes, reaches out, grabs that hold, doesn't bounce off of it.
And is able to come back. Just before this, actually, Coach Gavin was having Sydney and a fellow runner make sure that they're able to get up to everything, and they were able to. So hopefully we don't see any height issues here. On to the Indiana Jones. Making quick work. Oh, and you saw her employ a small little tactic where as soon as she grabbed it, she released from the other ring, able to continue that momentum forward. Very nice tactic coming up from Sydney. Still at 4 minutes coming into the 6th obstacle, the Lachey line. And is our first competitor able to get up to that bar. Very well done.
Moving with efficiency, saving her energy for the later part of the run. No really wasted movement. And that's what you see ninjas that perform at a high level, like you're seeing Sydney right now.
Yeah, absolutely crushing this course. Still at 3 minutes and 30 seconds onto the 8th obstacle. Still at a full clear. Absolutely wrecking this course. Coming into our mega swing here.
Oh, nice.
Very nicely done. Those rings have been removed for her age group and is able to just absolutely destroy it. The final obstacle, the broken bridge right here, with 3 minutes remaining at a full clear.
Let's see if she can do it. She's digging in deep.
Absolutely dominant run coming out from Sydney.
Well done.
That was absolutely crazy to watch. Very well done. Seeing her give her brother a high five right there. Griffin foot. We'll see him run later. Yeah, completely dominant run. That was very awesome to watch.
Very efficient. What I noticed, very efficient. And for the other ninjas out there, I think that's a great example to take a look at. You saw really no wasted movements, body movements, and she was able to preserve her and conserve her energy.
Brooklyn Davis coming in here next. Very tough run to follow, but I am expecting really good things from her. Brooklyn has been part of our gym for a long time and just recently joined team this year, actually. Miles Stefanik is going to be her chalk caddy. We saw him run, or actually we haven't seen him run just yet, but he will be running later.
Good recovery on the balance line there.
Yep.
Staying low is important, and she does that.
Taking just that little bit of extra time to make sure that those blocks don't tip over. Very nice tactic employed by Brooklyn.
Yeah. You go too high in those blocks, they'll tip. Reaching out, again, that first grab, that first hold there is critical.
The great thing about being slightly taller for this age group is just being able to get some of those reaches that our smaller competitors just can't.
Let's see if she has the reach.
She's probably going to jump to here.
Looks like she's lining it. And she
Yep,
does.
Very nice jump.
Great technique. She jumped, grabbed the bar, swung her hips out around, and allowed herself to clear that obstacle.
Coming on to the Indiana Jones. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Kind of hidden by the timer right now. Yeah.
And lining up her body for that final ring before the rope. But see how she swung around into the rope.
And using her legs still to get even more power while she's actively on the rope, almost overshooting the platform, which is what you love to see here.
Great technique.
Coming into the lâché line, really having to get that 3-foot vertical real quick. Definitely has the power for it. Oh, just barely misses it. She got that hand on it as well. I really thought she was going to get that. Very well done.
Yeah. Good effort. Just came a little short on that.
Finishing out the dragon teeth right now, just coming straight down onto the platform. Going to be going straight into the hanging cubes. Not even needing chalk. Probably going to chalk up right after this obstacle, though. Still has 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock.
Going to the...
Oh, did she touch? I don't think
she did.
I
think she cleared.
Still clear.
Took a tumble there.
Unfortunately slipped right off of the block. I don't think that was really her fault, but unfortunate how it happened. Coming into the final obstacle, the broken bridge. Definitely we see her excelling at lâchés and monkey bar adjacent obstacles.
Yeah, she seems to have good body control, good technique. Oh, nice lâché there. Yeah, you see her generating the power.
Very nicely done.
Very well done.
A 2:57 time, only 2 fails. Absolutely great run following up Sydney. About as good as you could hope for. Very, very dominant run coming out from Brooklyn. Coming right back over to our run order. Our next runner is going to be Kai Davis Martins. Kai actually used to come here, but he moved up to Bellingham a while ago. So it's really nice to see him back in the gym.
So a little bit of familiar stomping grounds for Kai here, hopefully.
Definitely. We're going to get that schematic switched over in just a second.
And let's see.
Actually, we're switching our course out because this is just kids. Or maybe mature kids. Just taking a little break.
I think it's mature kids.
Probably mature kids.
Yeah, so the course setters, Gavin, I don't think Vita or Alex is here, but making some slight adjustments to make the course slightly more difficult.
All of our course setters, including me, were here till 2 a.m. last night, so I'm sure they're trying to get as much sleep as possible because they're going to have to come back here tonight and change all of this course again for tomorrow's competition. Yeah, looking forward to that one. That one's going to be a little bit harder than this one. It's going to be more geared towards intermediate, where this one is more of a beginner's course. There we go. Kai's schematic is up right now. And as you see, for Tier 1 mature kids, the time limit's only 4 minutes now, down from the 5 minutes. I don't think that should be much of a problem, but we are going to see. Coming out here, strong start. Not using the wall as much as we've seen some other competitors use. Coming right onto the balance line, going pretty fast. Very nice clear, coming right in to our donuts. Not even pausing.
Staying low, which was key for him.
Definitely. Gonna be trying to go for that one swing on the wing nut right there. Very well done. Coming right over to that ring. Just trying to save as much time as possible anywhere he can. Gonna take a single jump out. Oh, he's going for the reach.
And the toe hold.
And he makes it.
Nice.
Very nice. Once again, you see that toe hold right there coming into play for Kai.
Yep.
Coming right over to our Indiana Jones. Very nice swinging. Probably going to kick once forward and then launching backwards. Perfectly done right there. That's a move we like to use in team because it takes some time to turn around. And why turn around when you can just swing?
Right. Look at the power he's generating by using both the rope.
Very nicely done. That orange pad was moved back a little bit farther, so he needed that extra swing. Coming forward straight through the lâché line, not even pausing.
Looks like he's chalking up, taking a little breather. Oh, skipped the first one.
Man, it's only been 1 minute and 30 seconds. Absolutely flying through this course right now. Going on to our floating cubes. Very nice to see that Kai has continued his ninja journey even while he hasn't been with us in the gym. And hopefully getting a full clear here would be really, really influential for him.
Yep.
Now you're seeing our second variation of this obstacle, the swinging skyhooks. With the rings on, you really got to kind of pinch in to make sure they don't fall off. Expertly done by Kai, clearing that with absolutely no issue. And finally back onto our broken bridge.
You can tell he's pushing himself for time at a
very nice clear. Full clear from Kai. Extremely fast time of only 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That is going to be a hard time to beat.
I think it was 2:21, right?
2:20 seconds. Even better.
Even better. Yeah, very well done. Yeah, I'm sure he's got to be pleased with that. And we saw him excited. Great to see.
Coming over to our run order again, it's going to be Nikita. Nikita is also one of our team kids. I believe he recently moved up to full team, and so I'm very excited to see him run here.
And he's off.
Definitely going to give Kai a run for his money. These two used to be friends back when Kai was still on team. I believe they still are friends. It's just kind of hard, when you're younger and you can't really see people anymore. Oh, barely misses that ending platform. Very unfortunate. Still making really good time, though. Coming in to the Monkeys run with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think he is moving at a pace for time. He saw Kai's run, and which has sort of set the bar. You can tell that he's, focused on time, very efficient running through this course. Can be a danger sometimes if you move too quickly. One little slip up can be a costly maneuver.
Exactly, as we saw in that balance obstacle, barely missing the landing platform.
Doesn't seem to be a problem for Nikita right now. Let's see, as he continues through the course, able to still move with the same efficiency and same energy level. So far, so good. Needs to clear the landing, and he does.
And similarly to Kai, jumps past that first ring, getting a huge swing going in straight to the landing.
Using that forward momentum.
Exactly. The hanging cubes, expertly done. Under over, shouldn't cause a single issue for him. Trying to just get a single swing and going.
Over.
Awesome. Now onto the swinging skyhooks again. Very, very important that you're pressing in so the rings don't fall off while you're actively swinging. Seems to be extremely easy for him. No problem whatsoever. And on to our final obstacle, the broken bridge.
At just around 2 minutes?
Yep. Should be able to press this buzzer right before the 2 minute mark.
Oh, there's one obstacle that...
Yep, just barely missed that landing platform on the second obstacle, but overall, extremely good run from Nikita. Going right back over to our front quarter again. Ben Kuiper going to be going next. I believe Ben also used to go to this gym a lot and moved away, or I could be thinking of another Ben. But very excited to see Ben run again.
And
Ben
is off. Ben is sporting the Life Force shirt.
Different Ben. The other Ben that I was talking about, I believe, is running just a little bit later.
Well, this Ben seems to have...
Unfortunately, falls off of that, but still good pace going right into the donuts.
Shaking off that fail right there, moving on. Cleared that obstacle, no problem.
And as we talked about earlier, getting past your early fails is a huge part of Ninja because it can really throw off your entire run having an early fail. But it seems like Ben is doing really good at just brushing it off and going right through to the next obstacle.
And that's the mindset you got to have. You got to be in the moment, forget about the past. The past is the past.
Exactly. Always got to be looking towards the future. Going right in for the jump here. Might be able to grab it.
I think he has the reach, and he does.
And he has the reach to grab it. Very well done. Coming to the Indiana Jones. Taking his time on this one. Definitely doesn't want to miss that bar. Hopefully only taking one swing on these rings. Very nicely done.
Yeah, he has sufficient reach.
Yeah.
No problem. Let's see if he can generate enough power. As you mentioned, the landing pad has been placed a little bit further back. So you're going to need to generate enough momentum to
And he lands it.
clear the landing.
As you saw him do there, he actually grabbed a little bit lower on the rope, so he was able to drop into it and get even more swing once he released. Very, very nice tactic he's done there. Coming into the Lachey line should be no problem for him. Awesome. Right onto the ring to the final bar, and it should just be a nice clear. Very well done.
Very well done.
Unlike Kai and our other runner, he didn't skip the first ring, but still is making great time on the Dragon Teeth. Already over to the floating cubes. Very well done.
So far, only one fail, looks like.
Yep.
Moving at a nice pace. Again, as you pointed out, a key is to press inwards to prevent those rings from sliding out while you're swinging back and forth.
And as you almost saw there, one of the rings actually almost slid out as he was getting up to it, but he was able to push in and get the rings back into position. Coming up now to the final obstacle should be pretty easy for him with this reach. Yeah, look at him, orangutan monkeying all the way through there.
Nice.
Very nicely done. One of the faster completions of this final obstacle we've seen. Very dominant run coming out from Ben.
Great run.
I think I'm still there with his coach just a little bit. All of the nice people just clapping.
Yeah.
Love to see the community here.
I'm sure Coach Jason was really pleased with that run.
Oh, definitely. Brady's going to be up next. Not quite sure how to say his last name. I believe it's a Russian last name.
Let's see. Brady Shemaevich.
That sounds about right.
Well, we apologize. Made a mistake, Brady, but it looks like is Brady from Los Angeles.
Wow.
I think Brady is our first
Californian.
Great to see. Love to see that.
Love to see people coming from all over the West Coast to come compete. I believe later we have some people coming from Idaho.
Oh.
Very nice to see them. Making quick work of these obstacles. Good save.
Good
coming
save.
In.
Stay low, which he did. Hitting the donut run, no problem.
Very, very good to see all of our... accidentally jumps off the wrong way.
So you need to take that quick right turn, and his momentum carried him forward, unfortunately. But he shrugged it off and seems to be going through the monkey run with minimal effect from his past.
Taking just a little bit more time just to regain himself. Expertly done getting right through that. Trying to go a little faster to make up for a little bit of lost time. Definitely needing to be wary about the next obstacles coming up, though.
Yeah. Again, this is a full course format, so what is important is you get points for each obstacle that you clear. And the obstacles where, many ninjas fail, but if that particular ninja is able to clear it, you'll get more points.
And is able to grab that final ring, just trying to get to the rope now.
Again, important to maintain the momentum.
Oh, and he lands it. Very nice.
Well, he stuck that one. Great. Great job. Getting the momentum to go up. That Lachey bar is actually maybe about a foot higher than the prior bar.
And when we have the rings attached to it, it's almost actually a 3-foot vertical Lachey, so it's kind of good to see that we don't have the rings on for our mature kids. Coming up the Dragon Teeth right now, absolutely no problem. Smashing this obstacle. Just barely misses that final ring and peels off. Very unfortunate to see, but that sometimes happens in Ninja. You can't always win them all. Coming right into the under-over. Wasn't supposed to touch the top of that. Unfortunate.
It's starting to slide.
Yep. He's able to make it before it slides, though. Very nice.
Cleared. Well done. Heading into the final broken bridge. Seems to have good reach. seems to have no problem here. Needs to hit the buzzer, which he does.
Very nice. Decent run coming out from Brady. Few unfortunate fails of just not touching the correct thing. I believe our next ninja is Jameson. Jameson's also part of our Skyhook ninja team. Gonna be really excited to see Jameson run, as I believe he was also recently moved up to full team. Yeah, and I believe we're just running it. Still 4 minutes on the clock. Taking a more cautious approach to this first obstacle. As I said earlier, this obstacle is actually a lot harder than it looks, and going slower is definitely in your benefit here.
Oh, needs to go around down the rope, which
Yep.
good recovery there.
That Skyhook muscle memory keeps coming into play there.
Oh.
So what's going to happen there is he completed the second obstacle, but since he jumped off to the side because he lost his balance, the third obstacle is actually void now. So going on straight over to the fourth obstacle.
Yeah, it's important for the viewers out there. The rules will specify you need to land on a particular landing platform, and if you overshoot it, it's a disqualification, which you just saw.
Mm-hmm. So what he actually did there is he landed on the platform, which completed the obstacle he was actually on. But since he jumped off after that, it counted as a fail for the next obstacle.
Right.
Just some interesting ruling there for ninjas stuff, but you get used to it after a little while.
Right.
Taking the slower approach through the rings, which is decent because he wants to make sure that he can get everything and not have another fail just from going too fast.
Good
Grabbing a
body
little lower on the rope.
Good body control.
Very good. Should have no problem with this lâché. Very nicely done. Very focused right now.
Yeah, great efficiency that I'm seeing from Jamison. Yeah, every body movement seems to be with determination and purpose. He has good upper body strength, as you just saw there on the rings.
Yep. Coming into the floating cubes now. Definitely starting to see him get a little bit tired. Gonna want to take a rest break on this next pad if he can make it to it. Very well done.
That was a one-arm technique.
Yeah, you can see him shaking it out just a little bit. Going a little slow on here. This obstacle gives your hands just a little bit of a rest until you need to swing here. Definitely taking full advantage of that rest.
So his arms are probably feeling that lactic acid going through his arms, as it's been taxed up to this point, hanging from all the different obstacles.
Very nicely done. Coming into the final obstacle here, just needs to survive a little longer.
Heading into the final obstacle, the broken bridge.
And look at that. Look at that monkey bar technique.
Correct.
Fastest completion of that obstacle we've seen so far. Very dominant performance for that final obstacle. Awesome run. Only a single fail with a 2:59 time. Very, very good run coming out from Jameson.
Nice technique that you saw on that broken bridge. Again, very efficient in all of his movements.
Yep. Our next runner is going to be Benjamin. This was the Ben I was talking about earlier who used to train here. Very excited to see him run again. I don't believe he's done much ninja since he left here. I know he's been training at Life Force a little bit, but I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with this run.
And Benjamin's off. Making use of that wall, which is in play.
Going straight into the warp wall. Didn't use the Skyhook muscle memory of going off to the side. Love to see that. Oh, it saves it. If you saw right there, he started to fall forward just a little bit, so he sent the big jump straight to the beam, and it actually saved him, which was very nice to see.
And he made sure he took, after the donut run, to take that quick right instead of allowing his momentum to go forward.
Mm-hmm. Coming right on over to the flywheel, going straight to that ring. Very nicely done. Not even taking a break. Probably going to jump over to this. Nice.
Good technique there.
Going super fast. Full clear pace so far.
Well, let's not jinx him.
That's right. We don't want to jinx them like we did the last runners.
Yeah, which we apologize. But yeah, great technique so far. Big swing, trying to come around, and he does.
Very nicely done. Gonna grab this rope. Gonna try to go a little bit lower to get full advantage of that swing, as it is a very far gap for him. And makes it flawlessly.
Nice.
Lachey's were always kind of Ben's specialty, so I'm sure the Lachey run here is very easy for him. Coming right into the final platform. Very nicely done.
He's on good pace.
Yep, taking just a little bit of a rest break, chalking up just a little bit more. We love to see our competitors taking that small break right there. It shows a great level of understanding of your own body, knowing when you need to take a break and when you need to push yourself. Coming straight in through the floating cubes. Very nicely done.
One arm technique.
Usually with one arm, you can go a little bit faster, but it is very taxing on your shoulders and biceps. Definitely very tiring. Love to see that he's still continuing going, though.
Important here to press inwards so you don't peel off, which it looks like he is doing. Great.
Very nice, Lachey.
I mean, it may look easy on television or live stream, but that's a difficult move.
All right, coming to the final obstacle here. Still on full clear potential with over a minute left. It can afford to take just a small little break here.
Is on course for a full clear. Seems to be doing great. You mentioned he enjoys Lachey's, and he seems to also have no problem with the sort of monkey bars.
Definitely. Gonna finish up the course right here. Able to kick that bar, actually.
And he
touch
sees
the
it.
buzzer.
And
very nicely done. Full clear from Ben. Great to see him back in the gym after so long and getting a full clear on top of that. Still has it.
Yeah, I saw him smiling as he was looking right at that buzzer. He knew it was right there. Great job from Ben.
And I don't know if you can hear on the mic, but the whole gym erupted into cheers after that run. Always nice to see our ninja community being so supportive. Coming into our final runner right here, Graham Royal. Life Force Ninja enthusiast. Been there, I believe, for a long time. Gonna be coming in and hopefully having a really dominant run, as it is our last runner of this group. The Life Force kids are very energetic. Can't really hear them over the mic, but they are loud. Love to hear the enthusiasm. Taking his time on the balance. Awesome. Full clear so far.
Through the donut run, taking that turn and cleared it.
He definitely has the reach to just grab the jug straight from the wing nut. And probably the same just from the Skyhook, flying bar. Nope. Nice. Very well done.
Moving at a very fast pace. Let's see if he can continue with that pace as he moves through the Indiana Jones, which, again, looks like a lot of fun.
Definitely. And all the competitors are actually going to get redemption time in a little bit to just kind of take a break, redo any of the obstacles that they failed and want to just kind of do. And even try some of the harder obstacles for later and before we switch to our next little bit. Coming right in, down the Lachey line. Still at that full clear pace, going really fast. Still at 2 minutes 40 seconds, actually, which is really nice. We love to see it. It only took 1 minute and 20 seconds to get to this point. And clears the Dragon Teeth with absolutely no problems whatsoever.
There he saw an interesting technique where he matched with his hands on the rings, which I think is a really great technique when you're a little bit gassed, a little bit tired. It prevents you from peeling off if you're just holding out with one hand.
Yeah, definitely. And matching for those at home is just when you have two hands on the same obstacle at a time. Double the grip strength equals double the ability to stay on, pretty much.
Right.
All right, coming into the final obstacle at a very dominant pace, just under a minute, or just under 2 minutes remaining, and should be able.
Let's see. Moving well. Sees it.
Very nicely done. Minute 51 remaining on the clock. Oh, and a nice flyaway right there. Who is this guy? Love to see it. Little flare at the end. Obviously not tired. Awesome run coming out.
That's it for the wave.
All right. And it seems that that is it for our wave. So we're going to sign off for this stream right here. And we will be back in just a little bit after redemption time is done to continue running. Thank you guys for tuning in for this section of the live stream, and we will be back in just a little bit for our next one.